Alright, you guys, how's it going? As per request from one of you guys who watches my videos, do an update on my truck, all the things that I put on it, my exhaust, tires, everything else like that. I'm gonna go over that, and then what else I've done to the truck since I last showed it. Now, I do have a few videos in the process, but I ran into some snags on my computer, thinking it has a virus. I can edit, but I just can't upload, so that's where I'm running into production problems. But anyway, I guess I'll touch on the new update first. Is this this new ridiculous light bar in conjunction with the one that you guys already know. Yeah, my girlfriend bought me that for my 23rd birthday, and I love it. It's insanely bright. I think it's 48,000 lumens. She bought it on surprise, showed up at my doorstep, and then I ordered these mounts on Amazon, and I'm in love with it. And I'll show you how I installed it. I didn't do a video on installing it because it was a pain to install it because I needed at least 2 people. But I'll show you how I installed it, how it works, everything else. But anyway, yeah, that's the latest thing I've done on my truck as far as accessories are concerned, and I love it. It's insanely bright, and yeah. So, of course, you know me, I'm too cheap to buy a Rigid because I don't want to spend $1,000 on that light from Rigid. So, but anyway, back to updates, how things are working so far. And these are the Dynamax tires I put on, or Dynapro, sorry, from Hankook's. And I want to say I either have, I think I have 15,000 on these things already, because you guys know how much I drive this truck on the freeway. And so they're still holding up extremely well. There's tons of tread on it still. I rotate these every 3,000 miles, just because, you know, I want to get the most out of these tires. And I thought originally, before because I just came back from a trip from Texas, I drove my boss's F-150 loaded with a U-Haul trailer from Southern California all the way to Texas and then back. And I originally thought that these tires were actually pretty quiet, and then I got back in my truck and I realized just how noisy these are. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's not like a mud terrain where it's just every time you drive on the freeway, but they do make some noise, especially on concrete freeways. You can really hear them. A little bit firmer, but you know, it's a thicker ply. Like, he has Michelin something, it's nowhere near the tread depth or aggressiveness as this tire, but they are still holding up extremely well. And as with my old tires, I have these things filled up with nitrogen to prevent any pressure fluctuations as far as PSI. Yeah, they're still holding up great. They handle amazing off-road. I've never gotten stuck in these, and I have been going off-road for a while in these things. Wheels are still holding up great. Given their design, they're actually pretty easy to clean. Lift kit, not having any problems. I have new Gabriel shocks, front and back. I got them for like 80 bucks, all 4 of them on Rock Auto. Love them. And then let's see, headlights. That was another thing that this person asked about. I still haven't replaced it because it hasn't gotten worse, no problems really with the headlights. I did upgrade to HIDs in the projectors. I did call Spider, and like, I emailed him once a while ago asking if I can put HIDs in, and the guy just said point blank no, otherwise you're going to void your warranty. And then I called somebody at Spider, and they said, well, as long as it's not producing damage to the headlight, then you're fine. And yeah, so I'd say it's fine because I'm not having any problems with it, and it looks great. So you can see them, they're warming up, and these are, oh god, what are these? I think these are 5,000 Ks. But yeah, and they make tons of light, and it's beautiful and gives the truck a nice little look, and it matches the hue of all of my lights perfectly. So yeah, you can see the beam pattern there and cut off and everything. So those are the headlights. And then haven't really done anything. Oh, I did do something to the interior. Another thing I didn't do a video on because it was a frustrating process, but I finally got it done, is I installed an alarm on my truck. And so, because with all this money I have invested into this truck now, the last thing I want is for somebody to steal it. So, yeah. So the alarm's in here. It's a pretty basic setup, but the shock sensor and everything's in here. And so in case someone does try to steal my truck, you know, there's a little bit of anti-theft in there. And I did add door lock actuators to both of my doors, and which that was a challenging part, getting all the wires through the door boot there. But it's in and it works, and I'm happy, and it's peace of mind and security. So, yeah, I mean, other than that, the truck's still running like a top. You know, it's loving the Arch Oil, at least the oil, because I already burned through all the fuel additive. And yeah, so now I guess the only thing left to really talk about and show you guys is the exhaust. But there is one note, and I did notice it while I was crawling under here yesterday. And this made, you know, if anybody else is looking to buy this exhaust system for their Ranger, you know, you may want to, I'll talk about it when I get underneath here. But I hope you guys can see this, but these, what look like saddle bolts, U-bolts, whatever, that you pinch right here to keep everything closed, you can see it's already starting to rust. And I've only had this exhaust on here for, I don't know, 3-4 months. So it may be in your best interest to just weld this joint right here instead of relying on these, because these may fail at some point or seize up. But other than that, the exhaust is, it sounds great, and yeah, it's still on there pretty well. And yeah, so this truck is ice cold. I haven't started it in like 13 hours, so it's gonna be nice and loud. And the other thing with this exhaust is once you pass about 2,000 RPM, the sound kind of dies off, the aggressive sound. It loves to be down low. That's when you can really hear the sound, or when it's cold, which is perfect because my truck sits around, you know, 1,800, 2,000 RPM when it's warming up. So, and then it kind of dies off, but it still sounds really good for a 4-cylinder. And I had another subscriber ask me with his Ranger on this exhaust system. I think he said he has a 2011 extended cab, and Amazon said that this exhaust system would not fit his truck, which it won't, given the length of pipe that it is right now, because this exhaust system, and that link's in the video for when I installed this on Amazon, this exhaust system is strictly for this truck, the standard cab, 6 and something foot bed. So I think it's just a 6-foot bed. But yeah, so that exhaust is strictly for that. I believe Dynamax also does sell one for the extended cab. Don't quote me on that because I don't remember, because I don't have an extended cab. So, but I think I did come across it on their website. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and hop inside my truck and start this up so you guys can hear it now. You know, on these cameras and everything, just like light, it does not like to capture sound that well. But I did notice, if you either have the video that you're watching right now hooked up to like a subwoofing system, like a, you know, home theater system, or like I listened to the installation video inside my truck, which has my subwoofer in it, and it sounded a lot better. So yeah, but yeah, so I guess we'll go ahead and start the truck up now. Set you guys down right around here. I hope you guys can see that. So that's how the new exhaust is sounding. It got a nice little burble to it at the end and nice little rumble. So yeah, that's pretty much how all the things that I put on my truck are working and how they're lasting and all that good stuff. And so like I said, more videos to come once I can actually get these videos online. And yeah, so other than that, if you have any comments, questions, leave them down below. Feeling generous, hit that like button. And as always, thanks for watching, guys. Take care.